Well, good afternoon. We have a little whiny in the car with us. Trying to adjust my heat. My little girls ran and started my car for me, but she loaded the puppy. I didn't know she was going to start the car and leave the car running, but she did. But she turned the heat completely off, which is always what we want. It is raining outside today. It's cold and rainy. Cold and rainy today. Running this puppy to the vet for a health paper. And I'm supposed to take Holly Berry because she has one tit that blew up in mastitis. It's that front teat, which most, I don't know about most dogs, but most bull mastiffs don't give much milk out of those first front. Like you have 10 tits, those first two are typically nothing. But the next two sometimes can have something. And sometimes that's why they will get mastitis in them, is because the pups don't want to suck on them. It's harder to get the milk out. They have to work harder. It's kind of like that. Everybody wants a paycheck, but who wants to work? Got my nails done today. Just a minute and I'll show you. I cannot believe, what is wrong with me? It's 3:16 and I was supposed to be there at 3:15. Of course, I didn't put Holly in until 15 till 3. I didn't get home from this morning till a little after 1. See my new nails? So this is the one that I completely broke off because I was upset and I bit it. I did that. So, which one was it? Which one was it? Yeah, it was this one. It was my middle one, but I won't flip you off, but it was my middle one. They were trying to repair my nail. I know it doesn't match my shirt today, but I don't care. This shirt had been in the laundry and I thought, oh, I like that orange. I think I'll wear it. So this is Remy in the back with me, and on a rainy Friday, hope we don't have too much school traffic. Headed to pull a health paper for her. She's going to catch the truck Monday and head up by Chicago, St. Charles, Illinois, I think, which is different than St. Charles, Missouri, where my daughter lives. One of my daughters lives, and my grandkids. I saw the date. My grandson turned 11. Boy, does that make me feel old. Wednesday, he turned 11, and I don't know what to think. Sometimes, for as good as relationship as I have with all the kids around here and that I had with my Sunday school kids years ago, and they grew up and had kids, and now that's my kids that are working on the farm, were kids that I had in 5th and 6th grade Sunday school 20 years ago. Is that funny? Pretty funny stuff. Anyway, God is so good that way. My relationship with my grandchildren is it's good, but it's just very limited. We have such limited time with them that it just makes my heart sad. Anyway, make the devil pay me back for all my trouble. Callie's litter is kind of holding their own. I've given them that pink peptide stuff every feeding. I may stop them up. They may not be able to run a turd out when I'm done with them. I wouldn't say that they are so vigorous they're trying to take their mommy down when she gets in the pen. She's making plenty of milk. She's a big, heavy girl. She's a big old heavy girl. She came into this with plenty of weight on her. Of course, nursing 11 puppies, some of that weight may melt off. I was feeding Life's Abundance to Holly and Caboodle. Blew them both into mastitis. It's so rich. That food is so rich. You just don't have to feed as much of it. And obviously I overfed, not thinking I was really overfeeding, but Boodle just came off antibiotics today, and this will be her last day, and Holly started her antibiotics because that tit looks like a ginormous lemon. I'll take a picture of it. It looks horrible. Well, at 3 o'clock, I gave her some medicine, and when I got up at 6, she had vomited it up. So, and when Lily came in at 7, she was like, I think Holly pooped in her crate. I said, no, she vomited. She didn't poop. Although, Holly, if you don't let her out and she needs to go, she flat will poop in her crate. She's not one of these that's just, oh, I'm going to hold it for you. She needs to go. She needs to go. Yeah, we're getting into some school traffic here. Coming back into Huntsville. Oh, with this vet, I'm always a squeeze me in. We'll squeeze you in. Last night, I just wasn't sleepy at midnight. But I laid there. I made myself lay there. I got up at 1:30. And I did go back to sleep until 3 until I fed. Until I fed from 3 to 4. And then I lay back down. But I saw 5 o'clock. I saw 6 o'clock. And I finally gave up and got up at 7 o'clock. Okay. It's okay. I'll just start my day. So excuse me while I yawn. I think our kids are getting out of school earlier because I heard they shut our high school down because of COVID. Like, they ever shut our high school down because of the flu. Although I have heard of them shutting. Someone told me once they did shut a school down because of the flu. It was so warm today when I was in town earlier to get my nails done. I saw the children running around in short sleeve shirts outside playing. Kind of brought back memories for me being a child. Playing on the playground. I know this was my memory in 4th or 5th grade. I think I was in 5th grade. There was 3 little girls that I thought were just, this one, she had blonde hair. She looked like Nellie on Little House on the Prairie, and she had like these natural curly blonde hair, and her mother would do it in ringlets. And then there was this other girl, and she had black hair, and she was so pretty. And then there was, I don't even remember the other ones, but these 3 girls ran together, and I wanted to be their friend so bad. They didn't want to be my friend, so they were always mean to me. And so on the corner of our playground, there were actually, yards and houses, that butted up against our playground. And there was some hedges planted trying to give a little privacy to the playground. But I was so small in school that where they had put this chain link fence, from the east to the west, and they put another chain link fence from the north to the south. But 2 different people had put the chain link fence so that it wasn't connected. And there was just enough few little inches in there that I could squeeze in. I could squeeze in between those fences and inch my way back to where there was this black lab in this guy's yard. I don't know if it was a guy or I don't know who it was. Somebody's yard. Some person had a black lab, and I would go back there almost every recess and talk to this dog. Of course, he wanted attention. Of course, he'd come over to me and like, hi, I'm so happy to see you. And, my little wounded heart, nobody else was happy to see me. Nobody else wanted to be my friend. So he definitely was my friend that year in school. I remember that. So one time, I tried to be real careful not let the teachers see me do this because I knew I probably shouldn't be doing it. One time, somebody caught me doing it, and she got on to me, but I'm the kind of person that I did it anyway. I just made sure she didn't see me do it again. She had 30, 60, 90 kids. I don't know how many kids were on the playground. She had too many kids to know I was doing this. I remember too, start saving food from the lunchroom for the little dog. He liked me anyway, but he really liked me when I fed him. The high school must be going because the buses are here at the high school. Oh, excuse my yawning. I finally sat down. When I sat down and got still, Sat down and got still and warm. I got sleepy. I have no word for the day, really, other than our nation is going to survive and thrive. I've heard from the Lord, and things are going to turn around, and people are going to be shocked and probably behind bars. So we'll see soon enough. That is my word for the day. Don't ever give up. Have faith that God loves our country and that we have a lot more good to do in this country, and it is never, ever okay to kill a baby. Ever. And God is never going to vote for someone that's okay with killing babies.